All right, welcome back. Pirate Fest just complete, and the Pirates going in right now, projecting to have the second lowest payroll in all of the majors. By far, they're at the bottom of the heap in the Central Division, yet they have a very good pitching staff. So, Will Graves, I want to ask you this. How far can they go with this pitching staff, even if it lives up to its, reputation, to its potential to be, good enough to take you deep into the games? Can they win that way?
That's what they're betting on. I mean, I'm not so sure. Look, I think they had a very promising season last year, but when you look at what the rest of the division has done in terms of adding offense, you look at what, including the Reds, by the way, who said, we're tired of losing and invested actual money in proven major league players, something over the long term, by the way, something the Pirates do not do. It's just hard to, look, it's January. I get it. Last year we thought they'd be terrible. They were competitive. But the division is so hard. Do you really think right now that they're better than they were at the end of last season compared to the rest of the division? It's really, really, really hard to make that argument.
No, they're not better now, but you can hope that Bell gets better. You can hope that they get more steady, healthy production anyway from Cervelli, a catcher, or that Moran takes another step. I think what you said at first, Will, was really well said. I think that their pitching staff is good enough, in my opinion, that they can be at least what they were last year, which is an 82-win team. The concern that I have is what did you do to get better from that to get the extra, 5 games that it would take? Because really, 2 out of the last 3 years I think it is, 87 wins has gotten you into the playoffs. 85 if you won the AL Central 2 years ago, or went from the AL Central 2 years ago as the Minnesota Twins. So if they can get 87 wins, 5 wins better, I think the staff is there to do that. I just want to know, why didn't you do more to get better to try to secure that beyond Lonnie Chisenhall? And Lonnie Chisenhall could be Corey Dickerson.
Money.
What's that?
All these guys are on first-year contracts, or they haven't become arbitration, most of them eligible. And there's money to be spent to try to improve, as you said. I looked at those numbers too. And Jason, 87 wins is a magical total. They're not that far away, but they are if you don't add on to what you have.
Right, and I think that's the tough part for fans, Pomp. And if they take this year and, just stay status quo, play it out, let's say they win 85 games or something like that, make some progress, next year you got to start paying guys. And the year after that, you have to start paying guys.
Do you really believe they will?
No, I don't. But, that's the conundrum right here.
But Frank Coonley's seen enough.
Well,
as a fan,
how do you get behind this? Don't you want to root for a team that is going to do everything they can to keep their guys and be competitive?
Yeah,
but instead there's lip service. And
that's the worst part of it is they talk about the World Series and they don't do anything proactive to try to make that happen. It's almost an institutional arrogance in the sense of, well, look at how our young guys came along last year. We've got some guys that we think are going to be really good down the road. But the problem is, you want to win now. Let's remember when they started building up in 2011, they went out and they got Liriano. They brought in Russell Martin. They brought in A.J. Burnett. They brought in guys with major league track records to help the major league product better, and they have not done that here. And it is baffling. It is baffling that they can't even take a flyer on one or two guys to say, hey, to show the fans we are committed to giving you a product that can win this year.
And like Joe Sheehan said a couple days ago, actually a week ago, he was on my podcast, The Trib, and he wrote this in his own newsletter, that if you bring in a guy like Machado, the money that you bring back for the buzz that you get from Machado translates into, a wash as opposed to the 0 ticket sales that they got for most of the season until they went out and got Archer. And then when they were really good in September, after Archer fizzled out for a little bit, that was a fart in the wind. Nobody was paying attention to the Pirates.
But it's not possible for them to get Machado, Tim. It's not possible.
It can't happen. In 2010, the Nationals were not good. They were terrible. That's why they had Strasburg and Harper in back-to-back drafts. But they went out and they overpaid for Jason Worth. And that was the single most important signing in that franchise's history since they moved from Montreal. And they were really good for the next 5 to 6 to 7 years. One guy, it just takes one guy that can change the culture in that room. And I'm not sure. Look, James Satine is a great guy and a great pitcher. They've got good guys in that room. What they need are great ball players, and they don't have any great ball players. They got some pretty good ball players. And guess what? The other teams, they got great ball players.
I disagree, Will. Dimitri Young was a way better signing for the Nationals.
All right, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll ask the question, since the Super Bowl era has begun, if the Patriots win number 6, who will have the better resume? Is it the Steelers? Is it the Patriots? We'll talk about that when we come back next, right here on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown.